As my contribution to the well-being and happiness of this generation and those that follow, I am endowing this institution to help young men and women to prepare themselves for a life of usefulness in the competitive world, and to help them build a foundation of Christian character and faith which will survive the storms of life.
On September 21, 1937, George Pepperdine College opened its doors in South Los Angeles, welcoming 167 students and 22 faculty to a brand new school. The date marked the culmination of a dream, George Pepperdine's dream, and the beginning of thousands of dreams to come. Mr. Pepperdine was a man of humble origin but bold vision. A Kansas farm boy from Churches of Christ who parlayed a $5 investment into a multi-million-dollar fortune and then put that money towards the noblest cause he could envision. He founded a college committed to becoming one of the finest academic institutions in the nation, but just as importantly, one that educated students from a Christian worldview. The earliest years of George Pepperdine College coincided with some of the darkest days in our history. But the fledgling school emerged as a bright light to its community. The school colors evoked the brilliant blue of the Pacific Ocean and the plentiful oranges of California's groves. The new student center was an oasis. Motivated students turned ideas into realities. Traditions were born and greatness achieved. The young college also extended its reach. Students traveled abroad to further their education, setting the stage for generations of young people to participate in Pepperdine's outstanding international programs. Expanding beyond the undergraduate experience, the university established a school of business and a school of law, both committed to Mr. Pepperdine's vision. In the 1960s, Pepperdine reached a crossroads in its history. It could proceed on course or chart a new path. Pepperdine's new path led the school from its urban Los Angeles environment to the rugged bluffs of Malibu. Bolstered by the leadership of Norval Young and Bill Banowski and the incomparable friendship of Blanche Seaver, among others, Pepperdine opened a new campus in 1972. The journey was treacherous, and the result, nothing short of miraculous. It set the stage for years of growth and excellence. The newly endowed Frank R. Seaver College of Letters, Arts, and Sciences became the flagship undergraduate school of what was now known as Pepperdine University. A school of education was established, and the law school facilities opened amid fanfare and distinguished guests. Pepperdine won its first ever NCAA championship, to be followed by an impressive 8 more national titles. In its first 50 years, Pepperdine moved from a small college to a global university and set a pace from which it has never slowed. In addition to its home in the greater Los Angeles area, the school established campuses throughout California, in Washington, D.C., and internationally from China to Argentina, and many locations in between. The university formally established its graduate school of education and psychology, and later its School of Public Policy. Businessman and benefactor George L. Graziadio endowed the business school, which was renamed in his honor. Pepperdine accelerated its pursuit of academic excellence, and the world took note. Renowned faculty, world-class centers and institutes, and exemplary students all flock to Pepperdine. The nationally recognized school came to occupy a unique space at the nexus of faith and learning. Equally committed to its Christian mission, Pepperdine instilled its students with a firm belief in its motto, "Freely received, freely give." Across the globe, Pepperdine people serve their community on the annual Step Forward Day and through the Waves of Service movement. The Pepperdine University of today does not just fulfill George Pepperdine's dreams of more than 75 years ago. Rather, it exceeds them and continues on its journey to greatness. The journey is shared by more than 90,000 alumni around the world, each one of whom carries the transformational Pepperdine experience with them, living lives of purpose, service, and leadership.